I'm not sure if this is working. Blah 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 blah. Alright, yeah, it appears to be working. Alright, so this is why you should not play Magic the Gathering Arena. It's rigged. Let's get into it. This game's pretty bad. Sorry about my voice. I've been not doing too well, but I'm on the up and up. So we're gonna show you, hopefully if we can get into a match here, why I would say that Magic the Gathering Arena is not everything that they claim it is. And so for starters, already starting off, I can't do anything, so we're gonna take them all again and keep these 6 cards, and we'll watch how they slowly start to weight the game in one direction or the other. Whether you win or lose, you don't feel like you're really using skill or anything. You get the cards, the exact cards you need at the exact time, or you won't get any cards that you need. And you know your deck is full of the ones you need to answer back to certain situations. So let's just let's see. There were better options, but we're just gonna ride it out. See how this goes. Alright. So they're gonna start ramping up the mana on us. I don't even know what deck I'm playing with. I think it's pretty irrelevant most of the time. They'll pair you up with someone who has the exact cards they need to just completely obliterate you, or you with someone knowing that you have the exact cards. Do the same thing to them. We'll take it step by step. Let's see what we get. They're gonna block it. That's just a waste of my time. So this is Candle Trap. Keeps them from being able to attack, but they can still block. Once I have 3 creatures, I can destroy that one. So, I mean, let's see. Okay, so they're gonna try to exile my cards. You know, I'm gonna go creature. So right now we can protect ourselves a little bit, but we'll see what kind of shenanigans they come with. It's about to get messy. So what they're probably gonna do is starve me out of mana, so I can't play cards. This is like the money that you use to pay in order to play cards right here. Mana. So you use these in order to play these cards. And as you can see, it's not looking too good for your boy right now. What do we want to do? We're not going to attack. We're just gonna wait for them to throw that big card, that big ticket card on the table, and then we'll bind it up. There we go. There we go. All right. There we go. Got a little standoff going here. I could sure use some mana. That would be great. But it's probably not going to happen. So for now, I'm just going to wrap you on up. And do that there. We're not going to attack. We're just going to keep playing this weighted game. Look at this. Look how much mana they have. Look at what I got to play with. Which is it's pretty bad. So, like I was saying, the whole point of me recording this right now is to show you how you can spend hours and hours and hours playing this game, but essentially what it's going to come down to is that it doesn't matter. Please don't spend any money on this game whatsoever. Not $1, please. I highly advise you not to do that. Because it's not a matter of skill or anything like that. When they don't want you to win, you're not going to win. That's just how it goes. You can't do that, bro. I'm sorry. But when they don't want you to win, it's not going to happen. They're going to starve you of mana, so you can't play cards. They're going to put they're going to put you or the person you're playing against in a position to completely dominate no matter what you try to do. See, this whole time I can't play more than one card. You can't use more than one like it's bad. It's really not good. When they don't want you to win, you're not going to win. It doesn't matter odds, statistics. I mean, I have 60 cards in my deck, and I have cards to deal with this. I have this in my hand, which could be helping me right now since no one's attacking. I have lots of answers to this, but I can't do anything. It's not like the physical card game where you can actually get a good hand every once in a while and things will work out. In fact, you know what? I'm not even going to block. I'm just going to let them do their thing. Most of the time you'll end up just conceding, just quitting, just because it's not going to, you can tell. Like right now I should probably quit because it's weighted in their favor. Yeah, I have some cards that could come in clutch, but they probably think I'm gonna block or do something. I'm not. Just kill me. I don't care. Just get it over with. This is just to demonstrate how this game works. And this is the first game that I put on today. So you can already see that I didn't know. Maybe they would have given me, maybe it would have been a nice, even looking match where you could be like, okay, maybe he's crazy, maybe it's not rigged, or maybe it's not a bad shuffler, or maybe all this other stuff. But what you can clearly see is that I can't play anything. This card, I need at least 5 mana to do what it needs to do. This one I need 4. And so, is there some strategy there that could help me? Watch, now they're gonna give me a mana because now there's pretty much nothing I can do. They're gonna take this, they're gonna get the exact card they need to do some devastation, but it's just how it goes. That's why I don't recommend that you, number one, play this game if you're looking to have fun, but number two, spend money on this game. And I'd really reverse that. I'd say, number one, do not spend $1 on this game. It is not a fair game. And like I said, that's either win or lose. It's not a fair game. It's predetermined. And I'll argue that. Actually, I don't care anyone's opinion. I've played hundreds and hundreds of matches of this, and I've recorded a bunch of it, so whether someone's like, oh, well, you know, you're just not remembering right or whatever, that's not the case. I've actually recorded it and looked at what happened, and I can tell you without a doubt that there are situations that statistically would be very, very, like, under 1% that something like that would happen with physical cards. On top of that, you can't talk to people. You can't be like, hey, I'm not, you know, you can't have actual, what did I tell you? What did I tell you was going to happen? Did I not say that they were going to now give me the mana that I need? I'm pretty sure I did. Is it because I'm just psychic? No, it's because I know that this is flim flam. Pure flammetry. And so, with that, we're going to go ahead and concede this one. I'm going to wait. There's no point. It's stupid. So, we're going to run another one. Let's run another one. Let's see if it's any better. Maybe you're like, oh, well, your deck is just really whack. And that's why. But you see, my daily challenge is attack with 30 creatures. So what do you think is going to be extra difficult for me to do as I play today? Well, to be able to attack with 30 creatures. So every time I play a match, the odds are going to be stacked against me, so that way whoever I'm playing against has the advantage of being able to keep me from attacking with creatures, because when you beat those daily challenges, you get coins which you can use to purchase things in the store, which is how I got in all of my stuff. I didn't spend $1 playing this, and I'm mythic ranked, which means I spent way too much of my time at some point playing this game to get to that point. And so we'll watch again. My goal here isn't to win matches now, since there's a daily challenge, but my goal here is to attack with 30 creatures. So where's all my creature cards? You saw what I had, the same deck, same situation. You saw how many creatures I had in my deck last time, right? Where'd they all go? Oh, look at that. I don't have any. So what can I do? Now, is it attack 30 times with any creature, or 30 times separate creatures? But we'll see as the match goes on. Now, I have a choice here. I can either go with this or start doing this. So what we're going to do this first. We'll attack. We'll untap this. One of these frames, and then we'll end the turn. Now, they have 4 mana on the table right now. Why can't they play? Is it because I'm so awesome and they're so scared to do anything that they're afraid I'm gonna mess them up? Or is it because the same thing's happening to them that just happened to me in the last one? I don't know what their daily challenge is. But it doesn't appear as if they're having a good turnout on their end. So what we're gonna do is throw another flamethrower. Do they have a card that's gonna let them? So I don't have any monk open hand in here. I just had this guy in here for a different reason. But let's see. This is so amazing. I'm such a good player. Look at me just tearing them up. So, I mean, really, it comes down to if you want to believe that you're so awesome that you just happen to get all the right cards at just the right time to do just the right things, then fine. Believe what you want to believe. If that's fun, then no one can take that away from you. But in my opinion, this isn't what it feels like to play the real card game. The real card game actually is challenging. You have people that actually have to use skill and choice to decide, hey, should I make this move right now? It still happens in here, don't get me wrong, but you start to see that something's completely wrong. Look, why'd they quit? Was it because they're not good? Or was it because they couldn't play anything because the shuffler is terrible? And I looked into a little bit. I'm not going to get into all that, but supposedly they're blah, blah, blah. I don't care. That's two games, and they couldn't even play. The other one, all I could do is put creatures down that were 2 and 1. My draws were, we'll see. We'll go 3 games, and then we'll decide. Obviously, you want a lot more than that, but oh, look at this, 2 mana. Luckily, these are all 2 mana cards, except for this. Should I just take this and hope that I get another mana, or should I do a mulligan and only take 6 starting cards? No, we're gonna play it as if we didn't know why you would do all that stuff. We're gonna play as if you should just take what you get, and it should be a fair game, and none of that should really matter too much. But it looks like we're gonna get hung up here. Also, take note, there's supposed to be a certain amount of times where you get to choose whether you draw cards first or you get to play first. And I've gone hundreds of games and can only remember drawing like 5-6 times or getting to choose. This right here is what's happening here? So you usually get the choice. I didn't check videos and see the statistics on how many times I got to choose, but there's this people like to say, oh, well, your memory is not that bad. I mean, not that good. You can't remember whether or not how many times you got to draw first. I can tell you that it doesn't happen often. And if everyone's saying that, then you have to question it. There's some people that'll pull up statistics and say, oh, well, it was like 47%, blah, blah. I've played a ton, and I even forget that that's a thing that pops up in here. So, like I said, you can take it with a grain of salt, but I suggest that you go sodium free, because if you spend money on this, it's bad, because you're already giving them actual life force for a game that is rigged. Actual life. It costs you your life to play this game. And once you feel and understand and internalize that it is not a fair game, and you still continue to put money forth toward it and time, then I don't know what to tell you. Where does that make sense? What does that make sense? When does somebody propose that to you and you're like, sure? It doesn't happen. So you got to be honest with yourself. And the thing about this game is they set everything up the same way it would be in like a casino or something, where you get near losses or near wins, and it happens a lot, enough to where you want to just keep playing. See, it didn't even... Awesome, I'm victorious. But you know what else happened? I didn't get to attack with any creatures toward my daily challenge. That person conceded for whatever reason. Sure. Let's run it again. Alrighty. This is game 4. I just started streaming. This is game 4, and so far, that same vibe that you get from playing the actual card game is completely void on this. It's lost on this game. Now, there's a better one, which is more like the actual physical card game, and it's Magic the Gathering online, but you have to actually pay for that, and you actually have to have cards. So if you're just looking for a way to kill time, like you literally have nothing else to do, and you like the back and forth of a potential, I don't know what your reason is, but you can play this, you know, but what I suggest is do not get emotionally involved in this. Play it, have some fun. If it doesn't work out, fine. Don't get too emotionally invested in it. Don't start blaming yourself for losing or doing whatever. Don't start getting frustrated. Just know that it's not in your best interest. So when they die, they create a creature. When they're trying to poison me, watch this. +1/+1. Oh no. Okay. Poison counter. Let's watch how many poison counters I get here. Alright, let's see here. What do I got? Nothing good. Let's attack. So their goal is to get 10 poison counters on me. Hold on just a second. Yeah, their goal is to get 10 poison counters on me and wipe me out that way. Not necessarily. So if you don't know how it works, they attack you. This is me right here. This is how much health I actually have as a player. Those are poison counters, which some people use that. That's their strategy. Let's see, there you go. Boom, right back at you. But they use that, so your goal is to attack the player or have some kind of weird card that lets you just win from different other variables. But in general, the name of the game is attack the player and break them down that way until they hit 0. Or some people use mill decks. I have a 60 card deck. Their goal is to make you draw lose all of your cards, because when your turn comes around and you can't draw a card, which you get to do every time your turn comes around, then you have no card to draw from. You automatically lose the game. So what I'm gonna do here is make it so this person can't attack, and I can just keep doing that every time, as long as they don't destroy my planeswalker. I don't know what they're doing right now. They're thinking about whether or not they want to go through with some kind of spell. Fine, return it to the owner. That's cool. But right now I'm protected because they can't attack me with that card. But we'll see. So far, how many mana do they have up there? What do I have in my hand? I have 4 up there. I got 2 more. That's 6 total. And they have 2. Like I said, it would be awesome if we both were able to lay mana every hand and then start using our powerful cards, and it's like a battle, and you're like, just like the actual physical card game, where the odds of you, depending on your setup, like they have a huge deck, so that might be something they didn't set up properly, but more often than not, that's not what happened. I would venture to say that's not what happened. We're gonna keep it running. Here, actually. Yeah, we'll run this here. So far, same crap. They just can't play. There we go. They finally got one. Now they're going to start playing cards that are actually good. And as they do that, here I am over here starting to get my Planeswalker up. Once it hits a certain number, it's going to turn into some other thing and blah, blah, blah. But so far, no good. It's like, what is the thing in people that gives them that gambling spirit that says, you know what, it doesn't work for anyone else, but it's going to work for me. For me, things are going to be different. I'm going to be the one. So, can this thing block? It can't block, but this one can. It has life thing, so we're going to just go ahead. Uno Reverso. And then we're also going to target that guy. And then we're going to put it on these guys. I should have done it on this one. And then we're going to, they can't block me. So do that. And we're just gonna watch how this plays out. Now, I would love it. There we go. Now they got, once you get to 4, then you can start putting some heavy hitters down and start making a real difference. But at this point, it's like this is a mess. This is a mess. They can only attack with 2. This is about to pop off. I'm gonna lay this down. I'm gonna use this person's ability to make this as a 3/2. That way I can block all these. You'll see. Watch. It'll make sense when I show you in a couple seconds. But the pace of this is pretty trash because they're having to make like real serious decisions because they don't have any mana. But so far, look at this. Look how much mana. I have a lot of other cards in my hand that I could probably be using right now. So we're going to once again target one of these guys. I'm not sure they knew that was going to happen. We're going to put something on there, and then we're going to go ahead and attack with this because they can't block them because they have wings. They're flyers. They can fly over. Unless a creature has reach, it can't do anything to stop you. This is the other one that I'll probably attack with. And then let's see, how many blockers do I got? I need 4 blockers. Does this have vigilance? No. So I'm going to hold off on these 2 and then attack with these 2. And we'll see how this plays out. Good game. Good game. Are they gonna wipe out everyone? They might just wipe the board. But this says indestructible, so you can't get rid of it. We'll do this on this. We'll do this on this. We'll do, it has double strike, so that means it attacks twice. But they have this little heart, which gives them health every time they attack. So we're gonna do those. We'll see what happens here. And well, we'll just let it go. They're gonna try to destroy some stuff, but I don't even care. I'm gonna get that card back now. But I'm gonna take this card here and put it on this here, and then I'm also gonna make them not be able to attack, and then watch what's gonna happen. Actually, I'll put it on this. But we'll see what they got up their sleeve. Oh, golly. I can't believe you did that to me. I don't know. So, this is the one, right? 3 or less. Yeah. So watch this. Watch how I run this. Oh. Counter target spell. Oh no. Now what am I gonna do? And just go ahead and do that. They're gonna keep saying good game. That's usually what people do. But when they know they can beat you, they also will say good game. It's kind of like a way, or they'll start spamming, because this is all you can say. So you don't even know if you're playing bots or not, because we have pre-selected list of things we can say. We can't talk trash. You got some emojis and whatever, but for all we know, we're not even playing real humans. So it's things like that where you're like, who said this was legitimate? Like, how are they justifying this? Give me the option to do things that I've been doing in games for a long time, which is talk to people, etc. So we'll see how this goes here. I'm putting all my eggs in one basket, essentially, and we're gonna just let it ride out. I don't have any more creatures or anything of value, so if they destroy this, I'm pretty much a one card guy, because all I keep getting is mana, and they keep getting no mana. So I mean, you could say that's just the luck of the draw, or is it? Because this is the 4th game, and you saw how the first 3 went. Is that normal? Yeah, if you're playing this, it's normal. Absolutely. But is that how it worked when I played the actual card game? Not at all. Not at all. Absolutely did not. You felt like you were actually up against a challenge. Oh, how convenient. How convenient that I have exactly a creature that'll take exactly 8. The thing about it is they might have some kind of card that can try to stop me while I'm attacking, or another one of these or something where they can hijack it from me until it's over. But for the most part, they have some card. I have nothing. I have a creature that can't do anything. They phased me out, which means I can't. The card doesn't exist until the next time around. So I'm gonna let them go ahead and keep running up their health, but I have no cards now because all I've been getting is mana. No creatures, no counter spells, no nothing really. Because remember what my daily challenge is. My daily challenge is to attack with 30 creatures, right? And so far they've been able to keep me from being able to attack too much. So knowing that, my goal isn't going to be to win, because in order to have an actual fair and fun game, what you're going to need to do is try to hurry up and smash through your daily challenge. They're going to keep blocking you in every way they can to keep you from being able to accomplish that, but your goal is to smash through the daily challenge. Once you do that, then you're going to get maybe some better games coming, but it's not guaranteed. And so let's see what card they have that's going to give them the ability. Well, they have these here. They can spend mana, and they can increase the strength of their creatures every time. And so I mean, that's what I would do. That seems like a normal exchange, but you saw how when it started it seemed like maybe it was weighted in my favor, but then all I got was mana every hand after that. They just so happened to have a card that stopped me from getting them on when they only had 8 and my creature had 8. It's just stuff like that where you're like, that could happen, but you know what can't happen? All of these things at the same time, over and over. Now, this creature right here is indestructible. So what that means is, if I were to do what I'm about to do, which is, first we're going to target this creature. Next we're going to attack. Then we're going to vanquish the horde. We're going to get rid of all these creatures. I'm going to create one of those. And then it's going to be my turn. So the only thing they could really do right now would be phase me out. They keep saying good game. And it's like, you know, it's fine. What's so great about it? Lay your cards on the table. Do what you gotta do. Phase me out. But they quit. Look how much mana I have. Look how much they have. They gave me no cards that they didn't let me attack. They let me play a few cards, but they really didn't let them do much of anything but defend themselves. Now we're at 13. So let's see. One more, just to drive the point home. What you would expect to see is a nice flow of mana for everybody, and then you'd like to see a nice mix of creatures, some pushback, some back and forth, and a nice game where everyone had fun. And it's to the point. Let's see if it might not pop up, but when a game is so terrible, when it's undeniably bad shuffling, bad hand draws, bad everything, a little message will pop up on the screen and ask you if you had fun that match, with a smiley face and a sad face. And excuse me. And I'm like, what? How did you know that was a terrible game? Why'd you even think to ask me that? And even if it's a bad game and the other person, I won, but the other person clearly just got bad draws, then yeah, I'll also say, no, that was a bad game. But who cares? Do you think they really look at those at the end of the day? Like, we need to make some serious changes here. Even though people are constantly downloading this game and playing it, let's get in there and really make it. No, it's not a thing. You think they care? They don't care, man. They don't care. Because they know that while there are people like me who have not spent $1 and have all these legendary cards and blah blah blah, whatever, made it to the mythic rank, wasted a ton of time over the years playing this crap. They don't have to change anything. You know what I'm saying? Maybe you don't know what I'm saying. But look, I have all these white creatures, and I have 1 mana that I can use to play them. That's convenient. Even though I have a majority of white mana in my deck, I've already pulled 3 blue islands. So, I mean, coincidence? Maybe. Maybe so. I'm gonna go here with this, but it gets to the point where you're like, what is even happening here? Like, do I really care right now? Do I really care? I don't. So, we're not gonna attack. I can't block these guys. I can't block them because they're flying. All my creatures are walking around on foot. So, we're gonna see. Oh my gosh. Put a 1/1 counter on a random creature. Sure wish I could play some stuff with all of my blue islands and all of my white cards. But I'm not gonna block. I'm not gonna do anything. I'm just gonna let it see how it goes. I could destroy everything, so that's what I am gonna do. But first, I'm going to actually no. Watch this, because I just got the card I needed to do that with. So we're going to put as many of our cards on the table as we can, and then we're going to come in next and destroy everything. We'll use this card to make sure that everything's invincible when we do that. If, and only if, they don't have a card that can stop that. So I'll attack with this for now. We'll see if they try to block it or anything. But we're gonna do that. Now the only thing that could happen is if they destroy this card before it's my turn again and I get to destroy all creatures. But oh wait, yeah, I can block. I can block. Who am I gonna block? They both only take 3, so it doesn't matter. But let's see what they throw down. Oh my gosh. Legendary creature. Oh my gosh. Oh man. They're so stoked right now. They're like, you know what, baby? It's over. It's over. But I'm going to go ahead and do this. And then I'm going to go ahead and do this. And then I'm going to go ahead and do this. I'm going to go ahead and do this. But you would think, okay, there you go. You'd think that that's really going to make a difference, but what you'll notice is that they get the cards they need. Look, I have 5 mana. All this has been going on, and they just so happen to give me a card that I need to destroy this card when it tries to attack me. Watch. Now, did they have a counter spell? Are these things that could happen in a nice fair game? Possibly. Possibly. Is it likely? Is it as likely? See their little emoji. That's all you can do. Oh look, I just so happen to have a creature that can attack for just as much as would kill that card if, like, I mean, and there we go. This is a card they need. See, whenever one creature attacks, it gets indestructible until it ends. Oh. Oh, lordy, lordy. Oh, lordy. But you see, it's a game over, folks. It's game over. They're gonna destroy it. I don't care at this point, so I'm gonna let them destroy that. I have nothing I can do to stop them from just ending the game right now. Was that a good game? Was that a nice, good game? Where I have no creatures that could do anything. I got 1 Vanquish the Horde. Even though I have like 3 of those, I think, in my deck. I have enough of them to where it would come up. But like I said, that's going to be the last match that I play. You tell me if that looked like a fair draw. I mean, I've seen people get, in poker, get more consistent draws. And, you know, where you're playing Texas Hold'em and somebody gets triple somethings, and then somebody else might have triple some. I mean, statistically, I'll just say this. If you play this and you don't care about whether or not it's a fair game, you just like to play the hand that you're dealt with, then by all means, have fun. Do not let it get don't get emotionally invested in it. Do not spend $1 in this game. I am begging you to not support this with money. You're already supporting it with your time, and that is way more valuable than dollars. That's how you make dollars. And if you get at it, you can do it while you're sleeping. And then you have your time to yourself. What? That's the little dancing raccoon. They stole that. My goddaughter sends that little Instagram thing to me all the time. Makes me happy. But don't spend any money. Don't get upset or excited. Have zero, but just stoicism. Play stoically. Just don't spend any money. Don't get upset if you get on a losing streak. Don't punch your phone or break your computer or do anything like that. Just have fun the way that it's made to make you have fun, which is suffering and etc. Don't blame yourself. The game is rigged, and that's pretty much all I have to say about that. So, once again, this is EP Funk.